Welcome back to Bones, Bourbon, Barley, and Brass. We're a lifestyle channel where we discuss interesting things, and we have a barley episode for you today. We have this Belhaven Scottish Ale. It's a nitro ale. But before we begin, let's go ahead and thank our sponsors, our good friends at Toro Land and Ranch Company, www.torolandranch.com. They're an e-commerce platform with vacant land, livestock, working dogs, and soon-to-be apparel and goods. www.torolandranch.com. All right. So in advance of our Scotland trip, happened to pick this guy up. It's a nitro ale. I've had this before this review, so it's a little bit of cheating. Belhaven Brewery is Scotland's oldest working brewery, nestled amongst the rolling barley fields of East Lothian in the beautiful Belhaven Bay. I don't know that we'll see that or not. For over 300 years, we have brewed here only using the finest of ingredients. Belhaven Scottish Ale is as deliciously smooth, deep copper colored ale with a intriguing biscuit malt and caramel flavor with subtle fruitiness. Find them on social media. Ingredients: water, malted barley, hops, contains barley. All right. And then it's got like a widget in it, so we kind of got to like watch our spills here. Got our trusty Cubs glass. Yes, I know it's backwards because I want you all to see what's occurring in the glass. There's the nitro. We're off. We have taken off. That taking off thing kind of makes me think of, saw a thing on Instagram about Artemis 2, the whole liftoff, and it was somebody in Scotland, and they said the Artemis 2 sighting in Scotland, and then they showed the sky, and then basically had a popsicle that went by. That was kind of silly, kind of like a dad joke. So, kind of like a Boddington or a Guinness. It's making its way up the glass. Beautiful amber color. We'll let this sit. Michigan's playing in the background. Go Blue. Hopefully we'll see what happens, and hopefully it's a better outcome than our good friends in Illinois. They had a great season, and hopefully they'll be back next year. So we'll let this sit. I go to their brewery website. Our beers, they have this beer. I think that is it. No, that can't be. They have a Belhaven's Best, which is a saison ale. They have a black, which is like a stout, chocolate and coffee. Twisted Thistle IPA, a shilling 80. And then this Scottish ale. Yeah, they have a belter. Interestingly, they don't mention on their site this beer, which is kind of, I don't know what to make of that. But yeah, all right. Looks like things here settled out. Typical color of Scottish ale with a bit of a frothy head at the top, about a finger and a half. So, cheers. Interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of Scotch ale. I've just never have been. I don't know why. But it's kind of like Scotch ale had a baby with either Guinness or Boddington to get the nitro bit. And I think the nitro seems to mitigate what you would find in the Scotch ale. Scotch ale can be a bit rough around the edges. If I had to give this a rating, I'm gonna give it a range, and I'm gonna caveat it that it's a unique category. But if I had to give it a rating, I would give this between a 78 and an 82. It's not my cup of tea. I mean, it's all right for what it is, but I'm not racing back to buy this. Now, I do know there's going to be a subset of my viewership that's going to be, hey, Scotch ale is the greatest thing since sliced bread and Scotch eggs and haggis and everything in between. I get it. I get it. And more power to you. Just for me, kind of what I'm looking for in bread and butter and beer. It doesn't overly tickle my fancy. So let's give it another taste, see if we can pull some notes out of it. Yeah, light casked notes. A little bit of caramely, biscuity, Scotch ale-y with velvety froth. That's what I would call this. Again, 78 to 82. So, we have some other videos coming up. So, feel free to like, subscribe, impart us with your wisdom on Belhaven Scottish Ale. And until next time, cheers.